Hello there. That's a weird way to start a video. Hello there. I'm just going to roll with it now. I think I've done about 3 attempts to say hello, and they've all been very weird, so I'm just going to roll with that one. Basically, I wanted to come on and just share a quick reminder to anyone right now who's feeling bogged down in it, who's feeling lost, who's feeling stuck, who's feeling helpless and hopeless and just generally like, what am I doing? Where am I going? Why is it not working? What could I possibly do? And I just want to remind you of one thing. Nothing changes unless things change. And in recovery, what that means is that unless you make changes to what you are doing on a day-to-day basis, be that what you are eating, how much you are eating, when you are eating, what movement you're doing, what movement you're not doing, everything to do with food and movement. Unless things change around those, nothing's going to change. You have to change your actions if you want to see changes in the way that you are thinking and the way that you are feeling and the way that you are moving forwards in your recovery. No change in your actions, no change in your outcome, And I know from my own journey through recovery that this can be something that's so easy to just say, and you think, yeah, obviously, if I don't change things, it's not changing. But then you get bogged down in the minutiae and you're like, oh, but I did change this. I got that new cereal at the shop, and oh, but I went out for that meal with those people at the weekend and I had what I wanted and blah, 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 all this stuff. But actually, when you're really brutally honest with yourself, yeah, you're doing those things, but are they truly rebellious? Like, are they really, at their core, 100% in rebellion of your eating disorder? Or are you toe dipping a bit? Are they, yeah, you went out for the meal, but actually you let a little bit of restriction slip in, and maybe in the afternoon you saw a piece of cake and you thought, actually, I want that, but oh, I'm going out for dinner tonight and I want dessert, and I don't want to be too full for the dessert, and I don't want to, all that, Like, is that going on? Be really honest with yourself. Are you engaging in activity that approves the things that you are doing for your recovery? And by that, what I mean is, are you going out for those meals, getting that extra cereal, having that chocolate in the middle of the afternoon, waking up in the night and going downstairs and getting that baguette and just destroying it? But are you then also engaging in compensatory behaviours? Are you doing things which then enable your eating disorder to go, oh yeah, but we did this, so okay. Are you waking up in the night and eating? But then are you actually, maybe subconsciously, maybe you're just not sticking your foot hard on the accelerator when you wake up. Are you allowing that to influence breakfast? And that meal that you go out with family or friends, or that takeaway you have, is that influencing what you're doing at lunchtime, the day before, in the afternoon? Look at what you're doing and really shine a light on it. Because as I say, sometimes it's easy to get bogged down in the, oh, but I am doing things, I am doing this, but it's still not working. And you really just have to be brutally honest with yourself and go, yeah, I am doing that. But is it really rebellious? Like, is it really absolutely in opposition to my eating disorder? Or am I still actually dipping around and finding ways to jump through hoops and hop, skip and jump around it, so that at the end of the day my eating disorder can go, yeah, you went out for that meal, but this and but that. At the end of the day, you want to be in a place where your eating disorder is so overwhelmed with everything you're doing that it literally doesn't even know what to have an opinion on. Like, you need it to be like, what are you doing? Like, I often used it as a really good thing, that if I found myself sitting, say I'd been out for a meal with friends and I'd come back and then my brain was like, oh, but this, and then what that, and what about breakfast, and how is it going to be, and what will you do for breakfast, and then we're going out for, I would then eat then. I'd be like, you know what? I'm going to give you something to freak out about right now. Because actually, breakfast is tomorrow. And the fact that my brain is doing this is a symptom of hunger. Like thinking about food, which includes thinking about recovery, is mental hunger, which might sound mental when you're in it, because I remember thinking, that's nonsense. I literally think about it all the time. Like, surely that can't be. This is just a habit. This is because my brain is used to thinking about it and it doesn't have, no, trust me, as someone who has been there and come out the other side, thinking about recovery and all of that thought looping and jumping through hoops and trying to micromanage and it's hunger. It's happening because your brain is literally obsessed with food and what you're eating. Bring that into the now. Be like, you know what? Screw breakfast. I'm going to go and get that chocolate bar right now. I'm literally going to sit here and eat it. Get your eating disorder so flummoxed with all the actions that you are taking that it doesn't know what opinion to have on what. So yeah, in summary, be really honest with yourself. Remember, if your actions don't change, your outcome doesn't change. Is nothing changing because nothing's actually changed? That's the thing. Check in with yourself. Be honest. And then go do.